Today I'm going to get my skis ready for storage for the summer. Now I do this at the end of every ski season, and it really prolongs the life of the ski by protecting the base and stopping it from drying out while it's in storage through the summer. So the first thing we're going to do is flip the ski upside down, grab ourselves a band, lift up the brakes like so, and attach and lock the ski to the vices here. Now what I like to do is just give the ski a scrape over with a sharp plastic scraper. If your scraper doesn't feel sharp, grab some sandpaper, some P80, something like that kind of grade, and what you're going to do is just do circular motions from each side, flipping the scraper around for around 10 to 15 seconds on each side until it feels pretty sharp to the touch. And then give your skis a scrape, get them rid of any debris that's left on the base. You can see there's a little bit coming off here. And this just stops us from waxing that debris in once we apply the wax to the base. Okay, once that feels pretty good, then we're going to grab a brush and give the ski a brush, and this is going to open up the pores in the ski, which will allow the wax to set into the base and keep that base hydrated through the summer. Once you feel you've done enough of a brush, you just need to go a few times over, then grab yourself some cloth and give that base a wipe. Again, this just gets rid of any debris that we don't want to wax into the base. So this iron is still hot after I've waxed my first pair of skis. I do suggest plugging the iron in and giving it a minute or two just to warm up. Grab yourself some wax, and on the wax it will say what temperature is ideal for the iron. So here we've got 265 as the ideal temperature, so pretty soft wax. And a wax that's the temperature grade can be around anywhere from 0 to -10. So not a really cold wax, quite a soft wax, and that's just going to set into the base a little bit better. And for this, just flip the iron upside down. You can use a household iron, any kind of iron will do. An iron made for ski waxing is the best, but any kind of iron will do. Apply the wax to the iron at an angle and just let that drip come off one of the corners of the iron. And you just want to zigzag back and forth, so when we do apply the iron, it will spread fairly evenly. And again, you can be quite generous because we really want to cover the base up for the summer to keep that base nice and hydrated. And then with the iron, keeping it flat to the base, side on, just going back and forth until you see that wax spread across the entire base. And keep the iron moving. If you do stop or stall for too long, that can damage the base and actually make the base bubble. So you want to keep that iron moving constantly on the base. Not too fast. Keeping it slow enough so you can really warm that base up, open up the pores to allow the wax to settle in, and just work your way down the ski. Now once I see that the base is nice and covered, then I'm going to go over 2 times from tip to tail, and just really, really slowly, but always keeping the iron moving, just to leave a nice even surface of the wax. And just make sure that wax has settled into the pores of the base. So keeping the speed consistent, along with the pressure of the iron onto the ski. We don't need to be pushing down onto the ski. Just allow the heat of the iron to do the work for you. Nice, and just doing it one more time through, tip to tail. And just be aware when you set that iron down and it's got wax on it, I like to put something underneath it to catch the rest of the wax that will trickle down. And there you have it, that's all you need to do. And now this base is protected. It won't dry out through the summer. And if anything happens, anything sharp, any objects happen to hit against the base is protected with a layer of wax. And all you need to do for next ski season, when you're ready to go again, is give the ski a scrape, a brush, and you're ready to hit the slopes on a fresh ski. Hey guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you enjoyed today's video, then head over to theskiclub.org where you can become a ski club member. This will give you access to our full video gallery along with a ton of member benefits.